Oh man, what's really good, family tree? Let me know that you're up in the building with me by simply hitting the like button down below and leave a nice big comment to let us know that you're here with us right now. Oh my goodness, I'm in the festive spirit, the festive mood, as you can quite clearly see. Yeah, family tree, yeah. Just again, for those of you guys who are not notified, please be notified of all of our upcoming content on this particular channel. It's linked down below. It's in the comment section, and it's actually inside of the description box as well. The new channel, which is the Abyssinian origin of Islam, or just Abyssinian origin. That's literally what it's called, the Abyssinian origin, right there. And I would love for you guys, yeah, to really get involved. Shalom, shalom. What's really good, sis? Yeah. I would really love for you lot to get involved with that particular channel. Just again, if you lot don't know, please hit the subscribe button because there's going to be content dropping there consistently, right? We're just trying to build up the subscribers before we do start dropping content already. We've got on the channel already one particular piece of content which is really good. I think, if I do say so myself, if you haven't already, go and check it out. What does it say here? It says here, did you know that the Quran, Mus'haf Codex, originated with the Abyssinians? No, Kalam, I didn't know that. Well, apart from the word Mus'haf Codex book being of Ga'i's origin, the well renowned Abbasid polymath Al Jahiz reports they, Abyssinians, say, three things come to you from us. The last is the book, the Quran. Woo-hoo. And it is maintaining what is in it, strengthening it, and making it more splendid and beautiful. All right. And again, I'm asking you guys to please turn the bell icon notification on so you'll be notified when this video is published, plus all of our upcoming content as well. Right. So we're just releasing some nice promotional material so you can see, right there, and it's got all of the quotes on there for you to let you know that Mus'haf or Sahuf is actually coming from the Ga'iz Ethiopic. Scholars already acknowledged the fact. And then again, the quote from Al Jahiz right here. They say three things come from us, and it's right here. Okay, so it's letting you know. I'm just showing you some of the stuff that we have got already planned to be released on the channel. There's loads of videos that I'm planning to do. It's going to be short, 1 minute long videos just to kind of build up awareness and build up, likes and subscribers on the actual channel before we start releasing full length, mid-level content, which is like about 10, 12 minutes long. Then after that, we're going to start getting scholars onto the channel, and we're going to be doing a lot of interviews with scholars with inside of Ethiopian studies, with inside of Nubian or Nubiologists, Nubian studies, a lot of scholars with inside of Byzantine studies or Near Eastern studies and South Arabian studies and Islamic studies as well. So like loads of scholars are going to be coming on that particular channel as well. And I'm going to be dropping my own content on that channel. So please, if you haven't already, hit the subscribe button, get involved. All right. We're trying to build up that channel so you don't have to see my ugly mug on this Titans TV channel talking all my Muslimic stuff and Abyssinian and Ethiopian. You don't have to see all of this on this particular channel. You can go specifically to that channel where if you're interested in that information, you can go there and see that. Okay, so please, support me on that particular endeavor. Today, I was actually, what's the word? Not today, it was yesterday. Furthermore, I was inspired by our good brother, my good brother, Smash Rockwell, Jonathan Owens. Like like how we normally do things, within inside of the conscious community. We usually go into the text, the original text. So he was there doing the ancient Egyptian stuff as we normally do, right? But because I'm actually getting involved with the whole South Arabian and the Ethiopians and Abyssinians, what they were doing in the sixth century, with inside of late antiquity. I thought, let me actually start doing that and actually start reading the inscriptions and like brush up on my grammar and all these other things here. So I was really inspired. So I got this little thing from Christian Robin, and he has basically a few of the famous, I brought up so much on my channel already, CIH 541. maritime inscriptions. He's got like literally a photograph, which is like pretty good. So I thought, oh, let me actually start doing some reading, and I'm just going to quickly do something now. So just a quick little read, just to let you guys know, like, this is what I do for fun. Like, this is literally what I do for fun. A lot of people, they watch the Arsenal match and Hotspurs that played. Like they watch football, they watch basketball, they watch, they do that for their entertainment. My entertainment is actually picking up books and and picking up languages, like learning a language, learning a script, learning the grammar, and going into like museums, into actual museums, or going into the books where it has the pictures of these files and all these things, and actually visiting the places as well. Because how many times we've been to Egypt, just going there, just to literally go through the tombs, the Valley of the Kings, Valley of the Queens, all the temples, and actually read the stuff. And like, it's just a fun. And go to the museums over here in the UK, Louvre. Actually, I'm going to be in the Louvre. I'm going to be in the Louvre next month, actually. Yeah, beginning of next month, I'm going there. I'm going to spend a few days there. I'm just gonna be just there, just gonna be in the Louvre for a good couple of days, like literally for the whole day. I'm just gonna be there, just going through the museum and reading stuff and just enjoying my nerdy lifestyle. Okay. So, anyways, let me actually just do some quick reading over here. And I actually brought this up because I said to myself, you know what? I'm actually going to collate, just like get all of the Sabaic and Ethiopic words that's written within the 6th century, and show how it's actually inside of the Quran. So the Quran is either borrowing or influence or just a continuity of what took place in the late 6th century. So I really wanted to do that and just pick out some of these words, and that's literally what I was going through with this. So let's quickly read this. So I've just numbered the lines basically. So over here we read. See, this is what I mean. I was talking about speed reading the other day, right? So when we first learn a particular language, or we learn how to read, we literally read the glyphs or the alphabets, letter by letter, basically. And that's how we read. But the more, how can I put it? The more depth you get with a language, and in terms of reading as well, like speed reading, like you no longer just say, oh, look, I'll give you an example. So right here, we've got B, Ha, Ya, Lam or Le, okay, Le. Okay, so now you can read that Biche, Biche, Yal. Okay, that's how you would read, right? Like normally, if you're just learning letter by letter, right? But then if you're a bit more like proficient, you'd be like, no, it just says here Bichel. Like you could just read that as Bichel. Okay, which means with the power, the might, the resources, everything that God has. Basically, we're talking about God. We'll find out we're talking about God in a minute. Okay, so right here it says Bichel, and then it says here Wa, which means and over here it's got this letter here is missing. Okay, but over here in total it would say Rada, which means with the assistance or the help or the support. Okay, so this word here means assistance, help, or support. And then over here again, it has like wa, so and then it has a rah, rh, and then over here, empty, so rahmat. Okay, so basically with the mercy. Okay, so with the mercy. So if we read it all together as like one line, speed reading now. So with speed reading, as we were speaking about the other day, we would just like read the whole line as such, right? So we'll go Bichel wa Rada wa Rahmat. Okay, so with the power and the help and the mercy, okay, of who? From who? And then we read here, and we got R H M, and then right here there is like a blank space where stuff is missing, all right, which we'll talk about another time. But if we was to read that out, it would say Rahmanan, okay, Rah H R H M N N, okay. So Rahman, let's just do this like this. So we go over here. Rahman is the deity. So for example, as I said, I was going to bring up stuff like in the Quran, or even when you like before you read the Quran, you say Bismillah ar-Rahman, right? So Rahman is there. You have a chapter inside of the Quran called Rahman, which is the South Arabian deity, which is the Christian deity in this period of time, right? So the Christian, the South Arabian and Abyssinian, because of course it's all the way in, Ethiopia. It's actually on mainline Aksum, Ethiopia as well, where they worship that deity as well. So it's very interesting, right? So we read that, it would say Rahmanan. So with the power and the aid and the mercy of Rahman, or the Rahman. And then let's keep on reading as well. And again, we have here wa, which basically means and, and who do we have here? Who do we have here? For my Christians, we're going to get gassed, right? So we have M, and then we have S, and then down here, we've got H, okay? So we've got the Messiah, okay? With the Messiah, but it doesn't say with the Messiah, it says who? Messiah who, which means which he's Messiah. With whose Messiah? Rahmanan's Messiah. So we're going to keep on reading a little bit more, and it says here, wa, and, yeah, the ruh, R-H, ruh, and then over here, yeah, there is supposed to be a qaf, which is a Q, but it's missing because of the whole thing here. And then over here, we have D and S. So we have here the word and Ruh Kudus, okay? Ruh Kudus, which basically means the Holy Spirit. And the Holy Spirit. Beautiful. So let's just quickly go back. And we have here Bichel wa Rada'a wa Rahmat, Rahmanan wa Messiahu wa Ruh Kudus. Okay, so with the power, might, let's say power. I'm going to use the word power. With the power, with the power, the help, and the mercy of God, the Rahman. He's Messiah and the Holy Spirit. Yeah. Woo-hoo! Interesting stuff. Yeah, absolutely interesting stuff. And then we've got the word here. Like, let me just quickly go through. What's we got here? Seteru, which Seteru. Easy. Seteru and okay, and that which basically means writ. And then we've got the word over here, musnaden, yeah, which like inscription. So like this inscription. So right here. Sorry, what did I just do? Yeah. So we got here, yes, and then this inscription, and we got over here. Who do we got over here? We've got here an, which means I or we, but I'm gonna say it says I. And then unfortunately, yeah, these rascalots have rubbed out the name. Yeah, they've rubbed out the name. But scholars say we can actually read the name even though they have rubbed it out, and you can barely see it. So I can kind of see it here, and it says here and then we got here the B, and then we got here the Ra, and then we got here the H. Okay, so basically it says here Abraha. Yeah, it literally has I Abraham, and then his other name Azeli, which basically means like shadow, like the light into the shadow. Yeah. So him, Abraham, wrote this inscription. And what else does it say? Yeah, let's quickly go into this, right? And then we've got over it. 1 second. Right over here, and we have the word Melek. Oh no, we have the word Meleken. Look at that. I almost messed up there. So the king, yeah, the king. And then we have over here the word Agaizin, which basically means independent or free. And then we have the word here, Romeus. So let me quickly go back up. Okay, so I, Abraha Azeli, the king, the independent Christian king. The independent Christian king, he who reveres the Messiah. Yeah, he who reveres the Messiah. Jeez. Are you lot interested? Okay, let's quickly finish off. I'm just gonna do this last line. What line are we on? Six. Line six. And it says here, I highlight it. Okay, so we have here ML, and then we know over here, as you can see, the K is broken off, but it's there, yeah. So we have here Melik, which means again the king, or just means king, actually, should I say. And then it has what he is the king of. And it says it right here that he's the king of Sabah. Easy. Sabian man them there, yeah. Sabian man them there. Then it's got Wa, and then something here. So Saba and something else, but I'm going to stop there. Just 6 lines. Anyways, yeah. So this is stuff that I do. I'm just letting you guys know, yeah, what I do in my free time, yeah. Like, forgive me, innit? Forgive me, family, for just like bringing you guys in. If you're interested in this stuff, yeah, let me know. But this is what I do, yeah. In my free time, is just like, oh, let me go and read this inscription. And I'm gonna say again, thank you, Smash Rockwell, Jonathan Owens. Like, I was on the channel like yesterday. He done like about, I don't know how long, 3-4 hour long video, like, and had Asar on it, had Jose on it. I believe Chris might have come on it. It had Shesmu on there as well, like all the old school man them, yeah. And they were breaking down the ancient Egyptian hieroglyphs on there. And I was like, yo, I have forgotten so much. They were just doing basic stuff like what was he saying? Like the predicative, adjective, and da, 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 da. I was breaking stuff down. It's like I have lost this. Like I've lost this. I can still read the hieroglyphs, right? But in terms of like the grammar and explanation of the grammar, it's like I have lost it because it's like I don't know how to explain it. Like, you know a sentence, right? But in English, how do you break down, oh, that was an adverbial sentence? Like, it's very difficult to do that. Oh, that was an adjective. Oh, that was a noun. Like, to put your mind into like grammar is so technical. And it's like he's like an awesome teacher. Like, Smash, you are phenomenal. Like, one of the greatest teachers when it comes to like the language. You do your thing. So thank you very much, because you literally made me go back and not even go into hieroglyphs, which I normally do. I went into what I'm actually studying right now, which is to do with like the Ethiopians and the Sabaic writings. So I just went and started reading the inscriptions in the actual Sabaic, like the actual, as you can see, that this is a monument that I'm literally reading right now. It's like, oh yeah, man, this is kind of cool. I like it. But again, I know a lot of people are gonna be like, oh, why are you showing us this nonsense? I don't care. I'm just showing you why I'm interested in how this is what I like. All right, cool. Cool. Let's see. Sam Con up in the building. Oh man. All right. And we got D Shay up in the building as well. It was good. Callum, where does the word sana? Sana? We don't have the word sana. Actually, no, we do have the word sana in this inscription. I just don't have it up right now. I could pull it up where you can see the word sana. You want to see what it says, Sana? I don't have it in the inscription right now, though. Let me see if I can bring something up. Bear with me, yeah, because you just asked the question, and I now have to find something that has the inscription on there. Cool. So, mm, 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 mm. Okay, so bear with me, yeah, because I'm literally just doing this live on air for you guys right now. And let's do share screen. And I believe this is it. Yeah, this is it. Okay, cool. So we're just gonna go down to find the word sana. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do, 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 do. Bear with me. Um, Cool. I think that's it. Let me just double check my work. Do, 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 do. Yeah, it is. Cool. So right here, where was it? Yeah, right here, you have the word sana, which basically means a fortress right here. So S, that's an S, that's an N, and that's like an ein or sound, ein sound. So that word here says sana. Okay, that's it right there, and it basically means fortress. Okay, yeah, yeah, that's it. Let me quickly go back and see what some of your other questions are. Sorry. Where does the word sana come from? Oh, depends. Depends. I need to go and check where it comes from. But if the, for example, sana means fortress or castle, so it can come from that. Then I'm pretty sure there's another Gaiz word where you can say sana, which basically means good as well. So, or beautiful, something's beautiful or good. You could say sana as well. So it depends on which type of sana are you talking about. Rahman was a Christian god. Oh, let me just read it out. Sorry. Rahman was a Christian god referring to Yahweh, Elohim, or Jesus. What do you mean, Rahman? Being Christian, ancient Arabic has many deities. What god is Rahman with Christianity? I don't understand. Okay, so within inside of Sabaic language, roughly around, let's say, the 4th, 5th century onwards, the Jews were the first to use the term Rahman or Rahmana or Rahmanan. I think it comes from the Syriac or the Amharic or Aramic language, right? Where you have Syriac, where you have Rahmana, which basically means like the merciful or whatever the case is, right? And that was the name for God. Okay, the South Arabians, Himyarites to be more specific, they use the word to, like, that's the identifier for God. You have that as an identifier for God, and you have Rab, which basically means Lord, or it's like the equivalent of saying Yahweh, technically speaking, without saying Yahweh. So Rab, but it will have a Rab Samawa, or like, or yeah, Lord of the skies, or Lord of the world, like Rab. Let's just use Rab and Rahmanan was like the Jewish way of saying God. And then in the 6th century, when they just, like all the royal inscriptions when they came out, they were all Christian, and they used the term Rahmanan as a word for saying God, basically. So Christians took over and started to run things from the 6th century onwards, and Rahman was just a name for God in South Arabia and into North Arabia as well, because they spread their religion up there. And of course, it was in Ethiopia as well, because we do have Ethiopian inscriptions that have the term Rahmanan as well. Very interesting. Okay, so basically, he is related to Queen of Sheba. Who, me or who? Greetings. If King of Saba is Abyssinian, why not Queen of Saba? If King of Saba is Abyssinian, why not Queen of Sheba? I don't know. I don't know. I don't get the question. I don't know. I don't know. I don't get the question. You let me know. No Al Zut today. No Al Zut today. We're doing like proper educative stuff, you know. Good stuff. Good stuff. Sell El Moro Picasso. Yeah. Oh, sorry. Let me go back to your question a bit more. So basically, in there, let me see if I could just bring this up as well. Share screen. Yeah. Okay. So if we go, we see that the yeah. So basically, he has several different titles. So Abraha has several different titles, and Saba is just one of the areas he ruled, basically. Okay, so that's just one of the areas he rules. So we will find out that, of course, he ruled in various other locations, right? So let's just quickly go back into that again, just so we can see it. Okay. So, okay. So over here, he says he is the king of Saba, and he's the king of Zu Redan, okay, and he is the king of Zu Ha. Sorry, I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that. He's the king of Hadromat, okay, and he's the king of the Yemenat, okay, and yeah, he's the king of the Arab. This word here is Arab. Okay, so the Arabs, they're Arabs basically. This word here means they're Arabs of what's this word? Dut. No, the Zudum, Zaudum, something like that. Anyways, I don't know how to pronounce that properly. Okay, and the word over here is Tiamat. Okay, so that's his like official title. He's the king of, as I said before, he's the king of. Where are we? Where are you the king of? There you are. You are the king of Saba. You're the king of Zul Raidan, which is basically Himyar. You're the king of Hyderabad. You're the king of Yemenat, and you're the king of their Arabs in the like high, I don't know, like low ground, high ground, something like that. And then you're the king of them in the coastline as well. So let's just quickly read and let's see where we find it. It says here, the king of Saba, of Zur Redan, Hadramat, and Yemenat, and their nomads. It's got here, but it's the word Arabs really in Taudum or Zaudum and in Tiamat. Okay, so those are different. That's his like full title or titulary, which basically lets you know like of all the domains that he's the king over. Okay, yeah, cool. Let's see. Boom, boom, boom. Okay, so there we go. The bigger connection is that the kings of Abyssinia, including Haile Selassie, claim descent from the Queen of Sheba and King Solomon. Yeah, yeah, they do. Eshkredit, write the root letter of the word Saba and read it from left to right. Right, the root letter of the word Saba. Okay, so it's got it right here. So I'll just show you the root word Saba. So right over here, yeah, is the word Sabah, which is S, B, and then Ein. And then if you was to read it the other way, so left to right, instead of right to left, you would read that as Ab, Abbas, Abbas. So I don't know. I don't know. Let me know what that meant. But yeah, Sabah is read from right to left. So S, B, A. Sabah. Sabah. Okay, cool. Let me go back. Oh, Abisha. Oh, Abisha. I see. I see that. Let me see if I can find the word Abisha for you. Actually, yeah. Let me see if I can find the word Abisha for you. Because technically speaking, the S would be different because it's a different type of S. So it's not that same S. But let's quickly find the word Habasha or Abasha. And let's see. Boom, boom, boom. Mm-hmm. Okay. So yeah, that's the word Habasha right there. So you have H, B. So let me do it like this. So you have H, B, the S, which is like a SH sound. So sh, and then you have the word T there. So Habashat. Okay, Habashat. Okay, that's it right there. But there is another way of saying Habasha. You could use the A that you did see earlier on, when you could say Ahabish, Ahabish, Ahabish. So technically, it will be an A. Yeah, it will be an A apostrophe A here, BSH. That's another way of doing it. But yeah, yeah. But I see you. I see you. I see you, my guy. I see you. 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 Okay. Okay. Sahib, the companions of Sanai, came across this word, so not the same word being used. Sahib Al Sana. Yeah. So, okay. So yeah, that was me just having some fun and showing you guys what I've been up to. And again, if you haven't already hit the subscribe button, please go and subscribe. It's in the description box. It's inside of the comment section. I'm pretty sure I pinned it. I will try to pin it. I don't know if I can pin it. I don't know how to pin it actually on here, but yeah, I would love for you lot to go and subscribe to it because you're gonna see like all of this information that I'm doing now on this channel right now. Like you will see all of that on that channel. That's where I'm just gonna put all of my interest in, late antiquity, um, Arabia, Ethiopia, Aksum, Himyarite, Habasha. All of that is just going to be on that channel. Islam is just going to be all on that channel. He's going to find some like very insightful information on there, peculiar facts, all on there. If you're interested in Islam, if you're interested in South Arabia, if you're interested in history, if you're interested in Ethiopian history, if you're interested in history, full stop. Like go there. Like that's the place where you want to be tuned in under, and it will help you to be. Well, my vision for it is to help all of you guys to be more like, like what's the word? Historical critical thinkers. Okay, historical critical thinkers. So when people, especially Muslims, might come up to you and tell you certain things, you be like, but in terms of history, we know that X, Y, and Z. You know where it's there. You start asking much more intelligent questions versus what you see on like Christian Muslim apologetic channels. You're going to start asking like very serious questions like, okay, so your God's name. Okay, cool. So why do you have a South Arabian Ethiopian Christian God? Why do you worship that? Why did the North Arabians didn't want to accept the South Arabian? You start going into the Quran where they said, oh, like we worship Allah, but who is this Rahman that you're introducing to us, right? So you can start asking those type of questions because nobody's asking those types of questions. You can start asking questions, as I said before, terms like Rasul, like what is a Rasul? And they will give you their own breakdown. But guess who introduced the term Rasul into the Arabian Peninsula? Abraha. It was never like nowhere. They can't find the word of Rasul written anywhere when anybody talk about Rasul. But you find it within inside of the Abyssinian Empire of Arabia, underneath Abraha, right? You start to like really go into like in depth and what is a Rasul? Oh, it's an apostle. Okay, so what does an apostle do? Oh, an apostle is sent to like when a nation is founded, an apostle is sent to found a church or cathedral in the main city center. What was his city center? Oh, it's Sana'a. Sana'a was the main city center. Oh, do we find any writings in that main city center? Yeah, we do. We find the writings of Muhammad in the main city center, the oldest Quran, in fact. You start asking those real intelligent questions to be like, oh, okay, cool. So an apostle is a bishop that's been sent to the main city center to a king to set up Christianity in that region. And they found cathedrals and monasteries and so forth and so forth and so forth, right? You start asking real serious questions. That's what I want you to do. Like, be historical, like very, very historical minded, and you can start asking critical questions instead of following the bloody script of the Dawa gangs and the Christian apologetics. Because it's BS, to be honest with you, when I listen to most of these channels, because they don't know what they're talking about. But anyways, let me quickly stop digressing. Good material, Kalam. I love. When it comes, Rasta Priest, when it comes from you, yeah, that's what I know, yeah. I'm doing something good because, yeah. All right, we should explore this more. Love. Not to interrupt your flow, can you please recommend me some books for East African history, please? I don't know. I actually don't know because I am very like focused on certain things. And what you're kind of asking for is like an encyclopedic knowledge on East Africa. And I'm like, ooh, I don't know. I really don't know. Like, what's a good book? I should. So, like, these questions that you're asking me now is good because now I'm like, okay, cool. Like, people who are interested in East Africa are like gravitating to this information. Let me go and do my research and find a good book to recommend. So I don't know because I'm only laser focusing on like a particular time period in late antiquity, which is like the 6th century. So I'm only focused really there, and I'm only focused in a particular area, which is like Aksum and the Red Sea area, basically. So I'm only focused there. So I don't have anything to give to you. I do believe that what's my good brother's name? He's passed away a long time. Can you imagine? E.A. Wallace Budge. E.A. Wallace Budge has done some very, very good books as far as I can remember, he's translated a lot of like Sudanese books and a lot of Ethiopian books as well. Because I remember growing up and reading some of those books, but I don't know the names from like the top of my head right now, so I can't give you anything. But stay tuned, and I will find some good books for you on that. Okay, not now, but like in the future, I remember man like Ali Natori, Nunatory. Forgive me if I'm butchering your name. Ask me this question. Okay. Okay, no such book called East Africa. No such book called East African, as it is a very large and diverse place. Okay. Oh, so what are we doing here? What are we doing here, man? What are we doing here? Love. History erases the mystery. Jeez. Okay. So family tree. I'm going. I had an excited guest actually in the building today. I had Elaine the Pain, and she's very. I like this lady now. I really do. Like I like her. I told her before. I used to hear you and used to trigger my soul. I used to irk my soul listening to you speak. But the more like I spend time listening to you, you're very intelligent, very articulate, very provocative. It's like this. You literally represent a Titans TV, like a Titan on Titans TV. Because that's what we like. Real provocative, thought-provoking, polarizing figures that make you stop, stare, think, question, and have a conversation about. So yeah, salute to that lady for gracing me today. But yeah, family tree. Unfortunately, I can't stay any much longer. I was just doing a quick show, just kind of let you know. I would love for you guys to go over, and subscribe to my other channel where I will be dropping all of this great stuff on there. This is it. Yeah, this is it here. So it's called Abyssinian Origin. Okay, Abyssinian Origin. Please go on there, subscribe to it if you haven't already. It's inside of the description. So if you want to go into the description, you'll find it in there. And of course, we've dropped a little post on there. This is going to be one of the videos that we'll be dropping. It's a short. We'll be dropping on there, and it's called The Quranic Codex Created by Abyssinians. And it just basically goes through the information that I've got here and a little bit more as well. There is a few more of these I'm going to be doing. So I've got lined up the Injil, the Zabur, Injil and Zabur being from Ethiopia as well. We'll go through some information on that. There's some other videos that will be coming as well. So I'm going to do loads of these little shorts on this channel before we start doing longer form content, just so we can spark your interest. Okay. So again, please, if you haven't, please go over there. Ooh, I need some water. Yeah, go over there, subscribe on there. And there you go. Hit the bell notification. Oh, God. Whoa. Yeah, that's time. Good night. See you soon. God bless. Yeah. Rastafari. Love.